Hello everyone, back again with this channel. King Charles and Queen Camilla are among some of the wealthiest people in the United Kingdom, with the king earning £86 million each year through the sovereign grant, a number that will rise to close to £125 million in 2025. Alongside this annual salary, the king and queen have an astonishing net worth thanks to their collection of assets, including the late queen's beloved Balmoral home, several of her racehorses, and an impressive jewellery collection that was started by Queen Elizabeth's late grandmother, Queen Mary. Want to know about Charles and Camilla's monumental fortunes? Scroll down to find out all you need to know. Where does King Charles and Queen Camilla's net worth come from? As aforementioned, the king collects a yearly salary through the sovereign grant. The royals will then use this money to pay for expenses from official duties such as royal tours and upkeep on royal residences. However, this isn't Charles and Camilla's only source of money, as they also source income from the Duchy of Lancaster, which is passed down from monarch to monarch. The Duchy of Lancaster covers 18,000 hectares of land in Lancaster in Yorkshire, as well as some properties in London. The entire land is valued at £645 million, and it generates £20 million worth of profit each year. Before becoming king, Charles would have benefited from the Duchy of Cornwall, which covers land in southwest England. However, this was transferred to Prince William when Charles ceased to be the Duke of Cornwall. According to a report from The Guardian, King Charles's total net worth is estimated at around £1.8 billion, with some of this coming from their properties, cars and private collections. However, one secretive part of the king and queen's fortune comes from their investments. Due to the unknown nature around what Charles and Camilla have personally invested in, it's impossible to get a true total, although The Guardian's estimate places it at £142 million. The late queen is likely to have passed all of her investments onto her son, and in 1993 a Times reporter found that around £43 million worth of holdings was held by Her late Majesty in FTSE 100 companies. If these investments remained exactly the same, they would have been worth £118 million today. What's more, as the late Queen didn't pay inheritance tax, all of these assets would have transferred to Charles in their full amount. Although areas like Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle and Kensington Palace are synonymous with the royal family, these are actually owned by the state rather than by the king and queen, and so they don't actually earn any money from these. However, Charles and Camilla do personally own Balmoral in Scotland and Sandringham in Norfolk. Expert valuers estimated the worth of Balmoral at £80 million, while Sandringham dwarfed this and is believed to be worth around £250 million. Sandringham draws its finances from being a heavily monetized property. Tourists are charged £23 to visit the estate when the royal family are away, while the 8,000-hectare land is home to rental properties, commercial lets and farmland. One of the most obvious assets that Charles and Camilla have are the family's private collection of jewels, which was started by the king's great-grandmother, Queen Mary. The Guardian report suggests a pretty picture for the royals, with a conservative estimate valuing the jewellery collection at £533 million. On top of this, due to their royal pedigree, it's more than likely that if Charles and Camilla put their jewels up for auction, they would collect even higher than valued. When some of Princess Margaret's jewels went to auction in 2006, they ended up earning 18 times more than what their upper estimate were. One item was valued at just £30 and ended up being sold for £3,600. The late Queen owned over 300 pieces of jewellery, and it's likely that she passed all of these on to Charles and Camilla.